Today on People Now, we've got some baby news. Steph and Ayesha Curry welcome a son.
Yep, and David and Victoria Beckham celebrate 19 years of marriage amid divorce speculation.
Chance the Rapper is engaged, and we have all the super cute proposal details.
Kandi Burruss is in studio giving us her hot takes on some celeb relationships, and she doesn't hold back.
Plus, we're showing you how the star celebrated the 4th of July. Kim Kardashian tries wakeboarding for the first time.
Yep, and Selena Gomez celebrated by heading to Disneyland with her former on-screen brother, David Henrie.
All this and more starting right now. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you had an amazing 4th of July. Mako, nice to have you back. How'd you spend the holiday?
I was just with friends barbecuing. What about you?
I was at home listening to the Hamilton soundtrack and watching a lady climb up the Statue of Liberty. Did you see that?
I did see that.
That was crazy.
Yes.
I did see the fireworks last minute through like a couple buildings.
They never get old. They just always find a way to wow us. I love that.
Hope you guys had a good time too. Lots to get to this afternoon. Here's what you need to know and what's trending. Starting with this. Another NBA championship win and another baby. Steph and Ayesha Curry welcomed their third child, a son named Canon W. Jack. The basketball pro announced the happy news Wednesday on Instagram, captioning the pic, "On this journey, on this quest, protect me, I'm blessed." Ayesha and Steph are already parents to 2 daughters, Ryan and Riley. Ayesha posted this cute black and white photo of Canon with his 2 big sisters, writing, "My heart is full. God has been good to us. Our beautiful boy, July 2nd, 2018. He joined us earlier than we thought, and we couldn't be more excited and grateful." That is so precious. Yeah. The Currys announced the big news in February. Ayesha later revealing her pregnancy hadn't been easy. She updated fans on her lifestyle blog, sharing, "I still have nausea, can't sleep, pee every 5 seconds, and I'm just so darn tired." That doesn't sound fun at all. So could there be more Curry kids in the couple's future? Ayesha previously told Parents Magazine, she said Steph would have 3 more kids right now if he could. So hey, never say never. Congrats to the happy family of 5. All right, well, according to Will Smith, he and wife Jada Pinkett Smith aren't married. They're much more than that. In a recent interview with Tidal's Rap Radar podcast, Smith reveals that he and Jada don't even say they're married anymore. Here's how he puts it. He says, "We refer to ourselves as life partners. You get into that space where you realize you are literally with somebody for the rest of your life." He goes on to add, quote, "There's no deal breakers. There's nothing she could do ever. Nothing that would break our relationship. She has my support till death." That's an amazing foundation right there. And in her own interview with radio show Sway in the Morning back in June, Jada agreed, saying, "We are family." She added, "At the end of the day, that is a man that can rely on me for the rest of his life, period." Now, in 2015, rumors that the couple was heading for divorce became so common that Smith used social media to shoot them down, which he doesn't often do. He wrote in part, in all caps, "Jada and I are not getting a divorce," plus 13 explanation points in case you weren't sure if he really meant it. Now, in May of this year, Smith shared a preview of his new song, "In the Click," that also addresses those reports. In it, he raps, quote, "Stop the divorce rumors and mind your damn business." All right, just shut those down, and we love their honesty. Moving on to another couple that is not getting divorced. David and Victoria Beckham are celebrating a milestone amid speculation they had separated. The couple enjoyed their 19th wedding anniversary on Wednesday with a very romantic dinner together in Paris. The soccer star posting a photo on Instagram writing, quote, "19 years, wow. This time, 19 years ago, I was dressed from head to toe in purple." David, of course, is referencing his brightly colored reception suit. And Victoria posted the same photo saying, "19 years, I love you so much." The fashion designer also shared photos of gifts the couple received from their children, including silver balloons and bouquets of flowers for the special occasion. The couple's anniversary comes in the wake of reports by some tabloids that they had separated. And the two have denied they are divorcing, and reps for the couple said in a statement to multiple outlets, quote, "There is no statement, due, or divorce. This is just fake social media news. This is all very bizarre and an embarrassing waste of time." And the mother of 4 recently spoke openly about how she balanced her personal and professional life, saying, "I'm trying to be the best wife and the best professional. When I get home, I try to put the phone down and spend time with the children and spend time with David." It seems like they are doing just fine. Happy anniversary to the Beckhams. Well, Donald Trump Jr. was all smiles on the 4th of July, celebrating with girlfriend Kimberly Guilfoyle what marked her first official White House event. Don Jr. posted numerous photos to his Instagram to document the day, which included a meet and greet with Dad, President Trump, and a barbecue on the White House grounds for veterans and active duty service members. And the Fox News host clearly had a great time at his side, posting this photo to her own Instagram of the duo hand in hand. In her caption, she writes in part, quote, "An incredible afternoon at the White House, thankful and proud to be an American. The couple reportedly started dating in April after Trump Jr.'s estranged wife Vanessa filed for divorce in March. All right, and Mako, you have even more for us in Star Trek.
That's right, Andrea. Now we're kicking off Star Treks with a rapper who popped the question on 4th of July. She said yes! Woo! Chance the Rapper celebrated more than just America's independence on the 4th of July as he proposed to longtime girlfriend Kristen Corley. The proposal took place at a low-key backyard barbecue with family and friends and included a shirtless Chance getting down on one knee. Now, Chance's brother, Taylor Bennett, captured the excitement and posted this group photo on Instagram featuring the newly engaged couple. The 25-year-old rapper tweeted later in the evening saying, "She said yes." How sweet is that? Congrats, Chance. Chance and Kristen began dating in 2013 and share a 2.5-year-old daughter named Kensley Bennett. Chance thanked Corley and their daughter in a touching awards acceptance speech in February of 2017. And in May, he shared a heartfelt Instagram post celebrating Corley's birthday, saying, quote, "From the beginning to the end. You are my oldest and best friend. You're responsible for every one of the most wonderful things in my life. I'm forever grateful that God made me find you, and even more grateful that you made me find God. Forever and ever, babe, happy birthday." Congratulations, Chance and Kirsten. I am so happy for them. Can't wait to see the wedding. Selena Gomez sure knows how to get over a breakup, while ex-Justin Bieber has taken his new relationship with Hailey Baldwin from New York City to Seattle and back again. Selena took herself to the happiest place on earth for the holiday yesterday and took along a familiar face, her Wizard of Waverly Place brother, David Henrie. Family vacation vibes. She captioned one picture of the former TV siblings sitting on steps eating popcorn and pickles, and another she captioned brother and sissy. As so cute. The two have stayed close since the end of their Disney Channel show. Gomez even attended David's wedding to former Miss Delaware Maria Cahill back in April 2017. Now, this isn't the first time they've appeared in each other's social media feeds either, right? They joked about a Wizards of Waverly Place reunion on David's Instagram and disputed who made Selena's Twitter. Henrie claims it was him, by the way. Selena got into the Disney spirit by rocking two buns that looked like a certain mouse's ears and wore a Tia Mouse top, which means Aunt Mouse, by the way, while a friend wore one that read Mama Mouse. So she also appeared to wear ankle weights. So is this a new trend? I'm not sure about that, but it looks like the perfect holiday. I am so jealous. Now, another celeb having a great, fantastic 4th of July, Khloé Kardashian. The reality star flaunted her hourglass figure in a spandex orange Yeezy getup on Wednesday, captioning the photo, "Mom's home, Yeezy season 7. Though sister Kim was out of town, she did comment on Khloé's pic saying, "Damn, Coco." A 34-year-old mom gave birth to her baby girl, True, back in April and has been working really hard in the gym to get back to her pre-baby weight. And I've got to say, she is looking good. Work it out then, Khloé. Kardashian and her boyfriend Tristan Thompson threw a backyard 4th of July barbecue party with friends and family, equipped with all the pool floaties you could dream of, plus a private chef, ice cream, and so much more. Thanks so much for the invite, Khloé. And those are your Star Treks for today.
You got an invite?
No, I didn't. I did not. It's wishful thinking,
guys,
right?
Stay with us. Supermodel Gigi Hadid is shutting down the haters and setting the record straight on her relationship with on-again, off-again boyfriend Zayn Malik. Plus, Kandi Burruss is holding nothing back. She's revealing her true thoughts on some of Hollywood's hottest couples. You don't want to miss it. Oh boy, okay, but first you don't succeed, try again. I think that's what they say, right?
Yes, that's
Kim Kardashian West embraced that motto while wake surfing for the first time on Wednesday. Talk about a very active 4th of July. Check out the concentration here.
Oh my God, she is so brave. I give her major props. That does not look easy. It actually looks kind of scary with one hand. And now Kim wasn't trying to fool anybody here either, guys, right? She made sure to document her many falls on Snapchat. So she didn't just show us the wins.
Yeah.
She showed us the losses as well.
I know, look at her go.
Before she tweeted out a successful run on the wake. Now look at her go. She's a little wobbly at first, and she manages to stay upright the entire time. So I give her major props.
Yeah,
that looks so awesome.
I've tried. I think she actually is better than I am.
Yeah.
Which is really embarrassing to admit, but fine. Of course, it wouldn't be a Kardashian holiday without a bikini shot. You gotta have that. Kim K embraced her red, white, and blue in a stylish two-piece. Her hair tightly pulled back into 2 long braids. Looking good there.
I love a cornrow moment. You just need to just braid that hair back and relax in the sun. Now, speaking of cute, The busy mama shared a few snaps of 5-month-old Chicago and 2-year-old Saint. In the clip, Saint gives Little Shy some sweet smooches, with Kim captioning the video, "He loves his sissy all." Can they be more adorable? I really love the relationship the kids have.
They are very cute. And it looks like an amazing 4th of July for the Kardashian clan, but I don't think we expected anything different. All right, now moving on to one A-lister who spent her holiday week fighting off some haters.
Yeah, now Gigi Hadid is firing back at fans who suspect her relationship with Zayn Malik is fake.
Yeah, so she commented on an Instagram dedicated to exposing the on-again, off-again couple who called Zayn out for not following the supermodel on social media, saying in part, "I really have no hard feelings towards you. I just know what a beautiful world there is to go out and live in. Instead of trying to dissect a relationship between two people that you don't even know and that you do not see 99% of. For someone who is virtually inactive on the app, I don't need his follow. My eyes are tattooed to his chest." That's a really good point. Now, Zayn, of course, famously got a large tattoo of Gigi's eyes across his chest, which we first saw on Instagram in January prior to their split in March.
Yeah, now since announcing their split, they were spotted kissing in New York just a month later, and Zayn was spotted leaving Gigi's house in April wearing the same hoodie as the day before.
Yeah, I don't know. We can put two and two together here.
Yeah.
Now, ZG stands, that's what they call them. Get it? Zayn and Gigi.
I like that.
Who are still awaiting official confirmation, may be out of luck. Zayn opened up to GQ for their July issue and said, "We're adults. We don't need to put a label on it. Make it something for people's expectations."
Yeah, labels or not, they spent July 4th together, and Gigi shared a snap of Zayn manning the grill. I think they're the cutest, and I'm glad that she spoke up.
Yeah, because go out, live your life.
They're so young.
I know. You don't have to focus
all
on
about
other people's
enjoying.
relationships.
No.
As we talk about their relationship. Anyway, moving on to this. Pippa Middleton showed a glimpse of her baby bump in another breezy white sundress on Thursday as she and her brother James Middleton attended Wimbledon.
Yeah, that's right. The 34-year-old mom-to-be was glowing as they sat down to take in a tennis match at the prestigious tournament. Now, this will be Pippa's first child, and she's due in October.
Yeah, she accessorized the look with large Chanel sunglasses, hoop earrings, and wedge heels. She always looks very chic.
She is a style icon. Pippa has been known as a huge fan of tennis, and we saw her and that growing baby bump at the French Open at the end of May. Now, she attended that match with her husband, James Matthews.
Yeah, now she recently gushed about her love for tennis in one of her columns for the UK magazine Waitrose Kitchen. She wrote about being a tennis fan since she was a child, both as a spectator and as a player.
Oh, very nice. And she revealed that she hopes to continue playing throughout her pregnancy. And she said she gets some fitness inspiration from Serena Williams, who played tennis up to her 8th month of pregnancy.
Which is crazy, I know.
Right there. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pippa's older sister, Kate Middleton, has previously said that Wimbledon had special meaning to her family, explaining that it was, quote, very much part of my growing up.
Yeah, I love these photos of the sisters attending Wimbledon together back in 2012.
Nice little flashbacks.
Yeah.
In a BBC documentary about Wimbledon, Kate even called it, quote, a quintessential part of the English summer.
Very, very cute. Super cute.
From
Now,
celebrities to sex and romance to everything in between, Kandi Burruss is holding nothing back on her new show, Kandi Coded Nights. Take a look. All right.
Tiny, we're gonna start with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the cast of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So you got Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman, or Winston Duke.
I would stay with Michael B. Jordan. And I would probably cheat on Winston.
Yeah.
And then Chad, I mean, it's okay because I ain't really into it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You turning down the Black Panther?
No, I'm saying
That's probably some good sex.
Yeah.
it probably is some good sex. I don't know anything. Sorry, Chad. I don't. He's cute though, but I don't know what I'm saying.
It's very cute.
oh my gosh, that is so funny. So when Burruss stopped by People Now, we had to get her opinion on these celebrity relationships. Here's what she said.
Oh, I love them together. I think they are super cute. And it seems like they're really in love. You know, I mean, I just feel like, you know, some people, I think they just do it for the gram, but they are truly in love in my eyes. Yeah, girl. You're young, and that might have been stupid. I mean, now, I don't want to, you know, totally knock it because there are some people who got engaged or married after a couple of weeks and they stay together forever. But it's so hard in this entertainment world to just jump into something so quickly because, you know, people fly-by-night situations all the time, and they, you know, we've seen it over and over again. So yeah, girl, I don't know about this. Oh, girl. Oh, jeez. Okay. I love Khloé, right? I love her personality from what I've seen on TV, but I just kind of feel like it's a hard situation because, you know, when you have a child with somebody, you want it to work. You want him to be able to be there. And so even though maybe in the past she would have threw her deuces up, she has more of a reason to stay and work it out. So in my mind, work it out this time, because I say if you have a reason like marriage or a baby, right, you give him that one, because some people gonna mess up one time. But after that one,
over.
You're not gonna keep embarrassing me. You're not gonna yo-yo my feelings. You're not gonna have me crying and then happy and then
in front of the whole world. That's the other piece.
No, that's just disrespectful.
There you go.
You can't understand the magnitude of horrific acts that occurred.
He was a wolf in sheep's clothing, a monster.
That was a scene from the newest People magazine investigates cults, airing on Monday on Investigation Discovery. The episode covers the United Nuwaubian Nation of Moors and focuses on cult survivor Nikki Lopez, who joined with her mother when she was just 11.
Yeah, now we're joined by senior editor Alicia Dennis to break down everything we need to know about this cult. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Really tough subject matter to get into.
This is a crazy story. We'll talk about Nikki in just a moment, but this cult was run by a man named Dwight York. Now, ultimately, he was sentenced in 2004 to 135 years in prison. But in the height of his time as a leader of the cult, he had around 300 members following him. So describe what York was preaching and what he was actually like behind closed doors.
Well, what's interesting is that York was an ex-con who had had such a charismatic way about him that he developed this sect on his own that had kind of some black supremacy ideas, but he also combined that with Islamic mysticism. And he put himself out there and drew people in. Eventually, he moved his followers to Georgia, where they built a compound in 1993. And it was had all this Egyptian leanings, where he built pyramids and had just kind of like a lot of craziness going on. He then said that he was an Egyptian god and that he was an extraterrestrial from another planet.
Just out there
just
stuff.
Way out there. And he really pulled all the cult followers' children in and brought them into his house to really start grooming them. It was a sinister way to gain the trust of these kids, where he would give them certain privileges and ended up then abusing and raping these kids. It's just horrible.
It's fascinating, the whole idea and notion of cults, right? Because you have these intelligent people, or seemingly intelligent people, that then fall for it. Do you think charisma is like a big part of why people are drawn to it?
I think it's a huge part. I think that's a really good point. I think that what we've found as we've been investigating a lot of these cults throughout this season is that inevitably people are searching for something. They're looking for answers. And very seldom do these things start off dark. They start off where there's some kind of light, there's something that they're getting from it, and then before they know it, they are too far in to recognize how awful it is.
So unfortunate. Now, in Nikki's case, she joined when she was 11 years old, but she says that her grooming started when she was 12, and she was allowed to watch cartoons in York's house with other children. So how did it progress from there?
It was really insidious and just awful, because what he would do was have the kids, they usually didn't have privileges. So he'd bring them in, they'd watch cartoons, they'd eat ice cream, have pop and these kinds of things. And then he'd eventually start showing them inappropriate videos. He had them then participate in making their own sex videos so that he would gain their trust and the trust of their parents. And they pretty much, the followers let him do whatever he wanted to those kids.
It's so
horrible.
Horrible. Now, when York was arrested, she was actually one of the prosecution's star witnesses at his trial in 2004. How did she find the courage to go up there and speak out against him? That must have been so hard for her.
So hard for her. It's amazing how brave she was, because she was brought into this cult when her mother joined, and so she really had no say-so in being part of it. And she was taught that this man was a god, he was a prophet, and you really had to do everything that he said. And so she was also taught that, you know, having any kind of sexual contact with him was an honor, that it was good to be chosen, that it was part of her training to learn sexual techniques from him, and that would prepare her for marriage. He eventually raped her when she was 15, and it was just this terrible experience, obviously, where she kept saying to herself, this shouldn't be happening, this isn't right, and no one around her was stopping it.
Wow, sounds absolutely horrific. Now, with everything that has happened to her in the past, how has she been able to move forward, and how's she doing today?
She's doing so well. She's such a brave, strong person. And right after this happened, she had spiraled really into depression and considered committing suicide, just this awful dark place. But she managed to get herself out. She escaped. She contacted her biological father, who lived not too far away in Atlanta, and he encouraged her to start to talk to the authorities. And so she was willing to go to the FBI. She was one of the first people to go and share with the FBI what was happening there, that then broke it open and got other people to come forward and explain what was happening to them too. And it built a big enough case where really, in a way, she was this brave person who took down this cult.
And so brave.
Yeah,
that's great. That
incredible
that
she was
doing
able to
better
do it.
now and
Right.
everything. This is such a fascinating story. Thank you so much, Alicia. And you guys, to learn even more about this cult, make sure to check out People Magazine Investigates Cults Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern on Investigation Discovery. Coming up tomorrow, we have more from Kristen Cavallari as she spills details from her days on Laguna Beach and the Hills. Plus, so excited because the one and only Shaquille O'Neal is here live to fill us in on his new movie, Uncle Drew, and so much more. You do not want to miss it.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Will and Grace star Deborah Messing.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Deborah Messing, and this is One Last Thing. My last big splurge was a ring. A ring. The last thing I Googled, Mr. Rogers, Fred Rogers.
And this is what I give. I give an expression of care every day to each child.
He gave the most inspiring speech in front of Congress in 1969. The last show I binge-watched.
We call upon the governor to disarm this cult's army now.
Wild Wild Country. It is crazy and unbelievable.